We often wonder, why did this have to happen to me? In those moments, when life seems overwhelming, we forget the bigger picture, the plan that's being written by a force greater than us. When everything seems to be going well, we get proud, consumed by our desires and achievements, forgetting that time alone can reveal what is truly good or bad for us. Perhaps you're facing a hard time now, or maybe things are calm and comfortable. You might be forgetting that life is a journey, and the future holds surprises, both good and bad. This story, my friend, isn't just about moments of reflection. It may change your perspective forever. So, listen carefully, because it holds lessons that could shape your future. Once, nestled at the foot of a green hill, surrounded by a thick, ancient forest, there lay a small village. The villagers lived simple lives, their days marked by the rhythm of nature. Among them was Mr. Adam, a humble man with weathered hands, shaped by the years of working the land. He was in his mid-40s, struggling with the weight of poverty, but he always managed to find joy in the little things. For Mr. Adam, having 2 meals a day was a blessing, and he never asked for more. His life, though humble, was full of contentment. He had a small plot of land, which he tended with care alongside his son, Daniel, and a strong white horse named Max. Max wasn't just a horse. He was exceptional, smart, hard-working, and swift. Max helped on the farm in ways that other horses could not. To Mr. Adam and Daniel, Max was more than a farm animal. He was family. One day, news of Max's beauty and cleverness spread beyond the village. A rich businessman, Mr. Smith, from the city, heard about the horse and visited with his son. When Mr. Smith laid eyes on Max, he was immediately taken by the horse's grace and intelligence. He offered Mr. Adam a large sum of money in exchange for Max, but to everyone's surprise, Mr. Adam politely refused. The villagers couldn't understand. They whispered, some even calling him foolish. How could he turn down such a fortune? They wondered. But Mr. Adam simply smiled, unaware of the trials that lay ahead. A few days later, Max mysteriously disappeared. Mr. Adam and Daniel searched tirelessly, but the horse was nowhere to be found. The villagers wasted no time, mocking Mr. Adam's loss. Of course, they said, he couldn't keep something so valuable. It was bound to slip away. Daniel, heartbroken, turned to his father. "Why are you so calm, Dad? We've lost something so precious," he asked. Mr. Adam smiled gently, his eyes filled with an understanding Daniel was yet to comprehend. "My son, life is not defined by one moment, whether it seems good or bad. Time will reveal its meaning." Daniel couldn't grasp his father's calmness, especially as the pain of losing Max weighed heavily on him. But what happened next left the village in disbelief. A week later, while working in the fields, Daniel and Mr. Adams saw something remarkable. Max had returned, and this time he wasn't alone. Max had brought back 5 wild horses from the forest. The villagers, who had once mocked Mr. Adam, were now in awe. "What luck!" they exclaimed. "Mr. Adam is truly fortunate." Yet, even in this joyous moment, Mr. Adam remained composed, as if untouched by the sudden change in fortune. He simply said, "Max went into the forest, perhaps to find his own kind. Now he has returned with a group." Daniel, seeing his father's reaction, noticed something that puzzled him. Despite the unexpected windfall, his father didn't celebrate. There was no pride, no excitement, just a calmness that Daniel couldn't understand. As the days passed, Daniel began training the wild horses, taking great care in teaching them how to carry loads and be ridden. But one day, disaster struck. One of the wild horses bucked Daniel off, breaking his leg. The villagers once again began to gossip. "The wild horses have brought misfortune to the family," they said. "Mr. Adams' decision has caused his son to suffer." In pain, Daniel turned to his father, his voice filled with frustration. "This time, Dad, this is truly bad. This is the worst thing that could happen." Mr. Adam, without missing a beat, replied calmly, "Son, what may seem bad now might not be so in the end. We cannot judge in a single moment what life has in store." Daniel, though still hurt, couldn't deny his father's wisdom. But just a week later, an unexpected event occurred. A war broke out across the country. The government began drafting young men to fight, and many villagers' sons were taken. But Daniel, due his broken leg, was spared from the draft. The villagers, now grieving their lost sons, came to Mr. Adam with tears in their eyes. "Mr. Adam, you are truly fortunate. Your son survived when so many others did not," they said. Mr. Adam, sitting beside Daniel, simply said, "See, Daniel, life is not simple. Losing Max seemed like a tragedy, but it brought us more horses. Your broken leg, though painful, spared you from war. Now, time has shown us the reason." Daniel, moved by his father's words, finally began to understand the deeper meaning of his father's wisdom. "That's why," Mr. Adam continued, "when something good happens, don't be too quick to rejoice. And when something bad happens, don't despair. Everything is part of the plan, even when we don't understand it in the moment. Only time reveals the true meaning." The story of Mr. Adam and Daniel is a reminder that in every situation, whether joyous or sorrowful, we must remain patient, grateful, and faithful, because, in the end, we will see that everything happens for a reason. Trust in the process, and remember that time will tell the true story. So, if you find yourself struggling right now, or perhaps celebrating, take a moment to reflect. Life is always changing, and only time will reveal its purpose. Keep your faith strong, and know that good or bad, it will all pass.